The election petition against Nderitu Gachagua was filed by Thuo Mathenge, who vied against Gachagua in the last general election, and Avota Mwangi Kibicho. The two argued that Mathenge would not have lost the election had the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission printed the correct name of his running mate on the ballot papers. Nyeri High Court Judge James Wakiaga had that the IEBC indicated Geoffrey Gitonga Ndegwa was Mathenge's running mate when it was Geoffrey Kamau Kibui. Mathenge says this error cost him the seat. The court, however, ruled that there was no evidence that Gachagua benefited from the error as claimed. And in Eldoret, the High Court dismissed the election petition against Baringo Central MP Sammy Mwaita. The petition had been filed by ODM candidate Hosea Kiplagat, but Justice Lydia Achode ruled that the petitioner did not prove claims of voter bribery, intimidation and other election malpractices. Achode said the elections met the credibility test and ordered Kiplagat to pay costs of the case not exceeding 2 million shillings. In Busia, the High Court also dismissed the petition challenging the election of Butula legislator Michael Aringo on grounds that the petitioner Philip Osore did not prove allegations of electoral malpractice. While delivering his ruling, Justice Francis Toitot ruled that the petitioner failed to convince the court that the first respondent Michael Aringo was involved in violence, bribery and campaigned after the lapse of the campaign period as stipulated by IEBC. And the allegations that triggered the recent suspension of Judiciary Chief Registrar Gladys Boscheley formed part of the agenda of a meeting convened Monday by the Judicial Service Commission. Sholey attended the closed-door morning session while her deputy attended the afternoon session.
But the deliberations in terms of any issues that came out of the suspension of the Chief Registrar are still ongoing. So we have not been able to finish today, and I think we should be able to finish tomorrow. So we are reconvening tomorrow at 2:30.
A Judicial Service Commission subcommittee has been investigating allegations of impropriety levelled against the registrar. Meanwhile, the Speaker of the National Assembly, Justin Muturi, has assured Kenyans that there will be no leadership vacuum even as President Uhuru Kenyatta and his deputy William Ruto attend the cases at the International Criminals Court.
All we want is service delivery to the people of this country.
The National Assembly Speaker spoke during the opening of a retreat for members of the National Assembly in Diani, Kwale County. The retreat brings together legislators from across the political divide and aims at building their capacity towards an effective legislature. In Nairobi, striking city council workers were back to the streets yet again. This time, the disgruntled workers littered the city in protest, aggravated by demands for better pay. The striking workers are accusing the county government of reneging on the implementation of a collective bargaining agreement whose details had been negotiated and filed at the Industrial Court in February this year. Finally, 3 suspected poachers were gunned down by the Kenya Wildlife Service Rangers at Savo West National Park on Sunday night after a heavy gun battle. The suspects, among them a KWS worker who used to work at Ngulia Rhino Sanctuary, were dropped off in the park before the driver sped off. The 3 were killed during an exchange with the KWS officers after they defied orders to surrender.
Now we see wako na sumu. This is the worst killer when it comes to rhinos now. Poison. And they are using poison in pineapples. Pineapple inakatakatwa, inawekwa poison ndani. Mnyama anakufa direct.
Mbilu, Citizen Live at 9.